You know that feeling when a conversation just goes completely off the rails? Well, today we're going to fix that. We're going to talk about a super powerful and, honestly, surprisingly simple technique for taking back control.
Oh man, we have all been there, right? You're on the phone with a customer, maybe you're in a meeting with a colleague, and you suddenly get this sinking feeling that you're not in the driver's seat anymore. You're just a passenger on a ride you're supposed to be steering.
Yep, that's the one. The other person is just going on, unloading all these details that don't matter, venting their frustration, and you literally can't get a word in. It's not just annoying, it's a total waste of time and it gets nothing done. So the real question is, how do you pull the emergency brake on that runaway train? Well, the answer starts with a huge mindset shift. It's about switching your brain from, I need to be friendly, to, I need to be in control. And to really get that, we're going to borrow a play from pretty unexpected source: law enforcement. Think about it. When a police officer shows up to a scene, they're not there to make small talk, right? Their job is to handle business, get the facts, and control the entire situation. They use very specific communication tools to do that, and we're about to grab one of the most powerful ones for our own toolkit.
And here it is. It's called the triple question authority technique. Now, listen, this is not some clever little party trick. It's a full on system, and it's designed to do two things, and two things only: stop the rant in its tracks and pull out the essential information you actually need to move forward.
Okay, so how does this thing actually work in the real world? Well, the beauty of it is just how simple it is. That's exactly why it works so well when you're under pressure.
So, step one, you gotta recognize that moment you've lost control. The second you feel it happening, you interrupt. I'm serious. Don't wait for them to take a breath because it is not coming. You break in with your first question. The moment they answer, bam, you hit them with the second. And as soon as they answer that, bam, the third. It's that quick 1, 2, 3 punch that does the trick. All right, now this part right here, this is the real secret sauce. The kind of questions you ask is everything. This whole technique absolutely depends on using closed-ended questions. See, if you ask an open-ended question like, so tell me what happened, well, you just invited them to start a whole new story. But a closed-ended question like, when did the problem start, that demands a short, factual answer. It's the difference between handing over control and taking it back. So let's get super practical. This is not something you want to be making up on the fly. The whole point is to have your questions prepared, locked and loaded, and ready to go before you ever need them. Check out this perfect example. Let's say a customer is just going off about a bill they got. You jump right in. Ma'am, can I ask when you received the letter? They answer. Instantly. What was the date on the letter? They answer. And can you read me the amount that is on the letter? Bam, bam, bam. See? In about 10 seconds, you've completely changed the dynamic and pulled out 3 crucial pieces of information. And this is so important. Your questions cannot be random. They have a purpose. They have to be laser focused on what you need to actually solve the problem. This is what makes it work. It shows you're not just cutting them off to be rude, you're taking charge in order to help them. That comes across as authoritative, not aggressive. So, I want you to take a second and think about your own work. What are the 3 most common pieces of information you always seem to need? An account number, a specific date, a project code? Figure out what they are and write them down. That becomes your personal 3-question toolkit. Okay, so once you have this system ready to go, man, the change you'll see in your conversations is it's immediate and it is absolutely dramatic. I mean, just look at this. It's a total night and day difference. You go from the before, all that venting, those irrelevant details, your own rising frustration, to the after, you're getting short, factual answers. You're getting the key info you need. And the best part, you feel completely in control again. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The whole goal is to shut down the venting. It's like you're flipping a switch in the other person's brain. You're moving them from that emotional storytelling mode into a logical fact-giving mode. And that's when you start getting those super short responses. That's how you know you're back in the driver's seat. So, the big takeaway here is that this is way more than just a clever communication tactic. It's a pre-planned, reliable system that you have in your back pocket for the exact moment things go sideways. And having that plan, that's what gives you the confidence to actually jump in and take back control. So there you have it. You've got the tool, you've got the mindset, and now you have the playbook. The only thing left to do is to use it. So think about your next meeting, your next call. Whose conversation are you going to control first?